Okay, let's get ourselves nice and aligned first of all. So, bring your feet together, turn your toes out, and then turn your heels out in line with your toes. And then you're just going to rock forwards and backwards and get the weight evenly through the big toes, little toes, and then through those heels. And now just a few knee bends. And then stand up straight, but keep that slight softness in your knees. Draw your attention to your pelvis and tilt your tailbone forwards and then out behind. And again, rock that tailbone underneath you and out behind. Now you're going to find your neutral position, okay? Sort of midway between those two ranges. Hold it there, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, lift up your pelvic floors and just gently draw in those lower abdominal muscles. Shoulders, relax them down, open through the collarbones and grow tall through the back of your head. Okay? So try and maintain this alignment as we go through each exercise. So I'm just going to do a few stretches to warm up. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift those arms up above your head. And you can also look up and slightly lean back. And as you breathe in, lower those arms down and just start to bend your knees, keeping those knees in line with your middle toe. If you have a little pause, just look between your knees. Those knees should be open and you should be able to see your big toe and your second toe. Okay? Bring those arms up. And from here, keeping your pelvis nice and still, just gently start to bend the upper body from side to side. Remember to keep the pelvic floors engaged, abdominals engaged, those shoulders gliding down away from those ears, and then straighten up. And again, breathe it out, reach up, look up, slightly lean back. Breathe in, lower those arms down, bend your knees, reach those arms up, and then start to bend from side to side. As you start to warm up, you hopefully feel the movement is slightly more this time. And then come up. Let's do 3 more. And again, breathe it out. Reach up, look up, lean back. Breathe in to lower, squat down. Reach up and bend side to side. Remember, keep the pelvis still. Start to reach a little bit further. And up we come. Last 2. Big breath out. Reach up, lean back, and breathe in, circle down, reach up, and stretch out those sides. Up we come. Last one now. Breathe it out, reach it up, lean back, and breathe in, circle down, lift those arms up, and stretch it out. And relax. Fantastic. Okay, let's go into our next exercise now. We're going to do the cat stretch here. So just check your feet are still grounded. Check you're starting off in neutral. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just gently soften those knees. Start to round the spine. Drop your head. Reach those arms forwards. And as you breathe in, sweep those arms behind you, drop your chest, lift up, look up, feel that stretch through that upper mid-back between the shoulder blades. And breathe it out to round down. Arch the spine, drop your head, scoop those arms forwards. And breathe in, sweep it up. And again, breathe it out to round down. And breathe in to lift up. Let's do 3 more. Breathe out, round it down. And breathe it in. Lift up, stretch up, look up. Last one here. And lift up. Fantastic. Bring those hands now staying in your small knee bend. Hands on your thighs. Let's thread the needle. Start with your right arm. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, reach that arm underneath the left arm. And as you breathe in, you're going to lift the arm up, twist up, look up, stretch up. And breathe out, reach under. And as you breathe in, lift up and twist. 3 more. Breathe it out to reach. Breathe in and stretch up. And again, last 2. Remembering here to keep the pelvis square to the front. Just moving through the upper back, mid back to mobilize through there. Let's do 5 other side. Breathe out, reach under. Breathe it in and twist up. And again. Really feel that middle back starting to open, loosen up. Remember to keep your pelvic floors engaged, your lower toe muscles engaged as well. Last one. And relax. Hands on the front of your thighs. Reset your shoulders, tuck your chin in. And let's add another challenge here for your legs. You're going to start just by lifting one heel and lowering down. Change sides, other side. And lower. Lovely. Keep that going. No tension in the shoulders. Your back is still in neutral. You might feel the legs starting to shake a little bit, and that's okay. 1 more single each side. Here we go, bigger challenge now. Both heels lift and lower. That's 1. And 2. 3, 2 more. Last one. And 5. Well done. Come up, give those legs a little shake. Okay, so we're going to come into a wide squat now. So just have your legs as far apart as is comfortable. And then you're going to sit down in that squat. So you can stay relatively high if that's better. If you want more of a challenge, you can try to sit lower down in the squat. But just find that position that's comfortable for you. From here now, tuck that tailbone under. Bring your lower back into neutral. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lift up the pelvic floors. Draw in those lower abs. Float your arms up, level with your shoulders. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to lunge to the side. Arm sweeps up and across the body to stretch through the lateral side of the body. And as you breathe in, bend the body forwards to roll and return back to your start position. Okay, let's try that again. Lunge, other side. Stretch out and roll forwards. Return to the start position. Let's go. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out now, lunge it, stretch it, open out the side of the body. Breathe in to roll back to center. Other side, breathing out. Breathe in and return. 3 more. Breathe out, stretch it out. Open up the side of the body. Breathe it in to return. Let's change, other side. Breathe in to return. 2 more each side. So try and feel the increase in range of movement as we do each repetition. Last one. And up we come. Lovely. Okay, we're going to do a roll down now. I stand this way so you can see the spine. So again, keeping the feet hip width apart. Bring that tailbone underneath. So we start in neutral. Arms relaxed by the side, no tension in the shoulders. Tuck your chin in, grow tall through the back of your head. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, drop your chin down. And we're just moving 1 vertebra at a time. Trying to feel the movement at each segment through the spine. Make sure your pelvic floors and lower abs are engaged. And you're going to roll down just as far as you feel comfortable to. And then when you're ready, you can start to bend your knees. Lower yourself down to rest on your toes. Take a breath in here. And as you breathe out, heels down first. Lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Start to straighten the knees. Again, you go as far as you feel comfortable. And then slowly start to restack the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Keeping those shoulders relaxed and open. Center engaged, grow tall. And as you breathe out, let's go again. Roll it down. As far as you feel you can before you want to bend your knees. And now, as you breathe out, heels down. Lift that tailbone up towards the ceiling. And I want you this time just to pause. Pause it here. And then just start to walk your knees. Giving that extra stretch to the calf and the hamstrings. And now roll up, restack, shoulders gliding down. Center, your pelvic floors, your abdominals still engaged. Grow tall. Let's do 3 more. Breathing out, roll it down. Hopefully this time you start to feel that you can roll further forwards before you need to bend your knees. Breathe it out, tailbone up, heels down. Pause and walk the knees. Restack. Last 2. Breathe it out, roll it down. Bend your knees and lower. Breathe it out, heels down, tailbone up. A little pause to walk the knees. And then start to restack. Last one. Breathing out. Bending those knees, come down to your toes. And breathe it out. Heels down, tailbone up. Little pause. Walk those knees. And roll it up. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of arm work now. So I want you to come down onto your mat. If you have a weight or resistance band, you can use that. If not, or you don't feel like it, then that's absolutely fine too. What we're going to do, if you have a band, you're just going to put it at the top of the mat, and one hand is going to be holding it, and you want to be able to make sure you have enough resistance in the band, if your arm is above your head, to pull that arm out to the side. Okay, so just adjust the resistance so that you feel you've got the right tension for that. If you're just holding a hand weight, then that's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's get ourselves nice and aligned first off. Knees directly underneath your hips. You want a 90-degree angle here. And then we want to find our neutral position. So tilt that tailbone up towards the ceiling, and then tuck that tailbone underneath. And again, tilt up, tuck under, and then find your mid position. Okay? Then from here, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, lift up the pelvic floors and draw in those lower abdominal muscles. Move your attention to your shoulders now, gliding away from your ears. Tuck your chin in and lift your head up, and give yourself a little push on your hands so you make sure and can feel that your shoulder blades are connected to your rib cage. Okay? And the aim is to maintain this posture through the exercise. Okay, here we go with airplane. So float your arm up, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, pull that arm out to the side, level with the shoulder, breathe in and return. And again, down for 2, 3, keep that body lifted, 4, keep your chin in, 5, focus on pelvic floors, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. So we're going to repeat on the other side, but I'm going to show you a variation. Okay, so if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you're going to slide the opposite leg out behind you, float that leg up off the floor. Make sure your pelvis is still square to the floor, your shoulders lifted, arm up. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, pull down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, lovely. If you need to, you can have a little breather here. Have a little stretch. Sit back on your knees, reach those arms forward, drop your head down, walk those fingers to stretch through the back and through your shoulders. Just take some breaths in here. Excellent. Okay, so glute exercise. We're going to come down on our sides. If you want to, you can put a cushion or pillow here to help support your head. Now, I want you to think about your shoulders being stacked, one on top of the other, your hips being stacked, one on top of the other, knees and feet being stacked. Okay? Now, thinking about this pelvis here, I want you to tilt your pelvis so it's lifting and moving downwards towards your toes, and as you tilt, you will notice you get some space underneath the opposite side. Okay, that's important because we've now straightened our spine. We need to maintain that space underneath that side throughout the exercise. From here now, tilt the tailbone forwards, out behind. And again, tilt forwards, out behind. Find your neutral position, hold it there. Take your breath in, and as you breathe out, lift up the pelvic floors, drawing in those lower abs. Shoulder gliding down away from your ears, and you can place your hand either in front to help you keep your balance, or you can place it on the side of your pelvis. That way you can check in with your pelvic floors, but you can also give a little bit of pressure to your pelvis to make sure as we do the exercise it's not rocking backwards. Okay, so the key thing with this exercise is to maintain the space and to keep your pelvis facing forwards. Okay, we are going to start with clam 2. So I want you to lift both of your feet up off the floor without dropping down through your side. Shoulder stays relaxed. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, pivot on your heel to lift the knee and your toes up towards the ceiling. Breathe into lower. That's 1. Breathe out for 2, for 3, for 4, and 5. Halfway there. Keep that shoulder relaxed. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pause here for me. We need to keep that thigh completely still. You should feel your glutes maybe starting to work a little bit. Relax the shoulder if there's any tension crept in. And we're going to add a kick out now. So from here, thigh stays still. As you breathe out, straighten the knee. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. One more in the set. Grab your band if you have one, or your ankle weight, pop it on. If you don't have a band with a loop hook handle, then just make a little loop at the end of your band. Take up the slack. Come back into your start position. Bring your knee in level with your hip. Relax the shoulder. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to kick out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, guys. Roll onto your back. Give those glutes a little stretch. Take a few breaths in and out. And then we'll do the other side. Okay, so let's change sides now. So remember to stack one shoulder on top of the other. hips stacked one on top of the other, knees and feet. So tilt your pelvis, make that space underneath your side. Tilt your pelvis forwards and backwards. Find your neutral position, hold it there. Relax that top shoulder. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, lift up the pelvic floors, draw in those lower abdominals. Rest your hand in front or on your pelvis so you can check in. Lift the feet up. Are you ready? Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Little pause. Keep that thigh completely still as you straighten the knee. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, relax your shoulders, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Grab your bands around the foot. Lift that leg, knee in front of your hip. If you've lost your center, bring yourself back to neutral. Re-engage those pelvic floors. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, kick it out. That's 1, 2, 3, just moving through the hip. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. That's 10. Well done. So let's stretch that glute out. Cross it over, hug that thigh in towards your chest. Big breaths in and out. Okay, let's bring ourselves up now into sitting. Grab your bands. So pop your band around your feet, cross it over. Again, don't worry if you haven't got a band. If you're using hand weights, just hold them in your arms. Now you're going to bend your knees as much as you need to enable you to bring yourself upright onto sitting on your sit bones. Okay? I want you to feel that weight evenly under both sit bones. Feet are together, knees bent, shoulders down, open through your collarbones, pelvic floors engaged, tuck that chin in, grow tall through the back of your head. Now, take up the tension in your bands as you need to. We're going to start by coming into our roll-up position. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to tuck your tailbone underneath you and then slowly start to roll backwards. It's entirely up to you how far back you want to go, but if possible, make sure you can start to feel some activity in your abdominal muscles, okay? Keep it gentle if necessary. Lift your arms up, holding your band, and we're going to row here for 10. take a breath in, and as you breathe out, pull those elbows back, level with your shoulders, breathe into return. That's one. Just going to turn this way, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Fantastic. From here, you're going to roll up. So to roll up, drop your head down, round the spine, and then grow tall through your back to come back onto your sit bones. Okay? One more arm exercise here. Grab your band, hold it in your arms, your hands rather. Starting in your roll up position, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, tuck that tailbone under, roll it back to the range that you're comfortable with. Grab your band, pull your band apart as strongly as you can. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lift those arms up above your head for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nearly there, 9, and 10. Drop your hands, drop your head forwards, round the spine, and grow tall in the lower back to return to the start position. Okay, lovely. So let's have a little stretch. Let's come round now onto our knees. Open those knees wide, and then just sit yourself back down, drop your head, reach those arms forwards to come back into our shell stretch. Just take big breaths in and out here. Keep walking those hands forwards to stretch through the arms, through the shoulders. And keep trying to bring your bottom as close to your heels as possible. And now I want you to bring yourself up. Reach up, stretch up. Look up. And then fold forwards to come back into your shell. And again, sit up, reach up, look up, and fold it forwards and stretch out. One more here. Reach up, look up, stretch up, and fold forwards. Bring yourselves up. We're going to come onto our knees into our low lunge position. So just step forwards. Step forwards. From here, first thing, tuck your tailbone underneath you. And as you do that, you should feel a stretch through the front of your hip flexors here. Maintain that position. As you lunge it forwards, find that point of resistance where you can feel your stretch. Float the arm up, same side, and gently stretch over. You can squeeze the glute on that back leg to help increase the stretch, but keep your pelvic floors engaged. Shoulders are down, opening up through the whole front thigh, hip, body, up into your arm. And slowly release and change legs. the side. Tuck that tailbone under, feel the stretch. Lunge it forwards to that point of resistance. Squeeze that back glute. Float your arm up. Reach up and over to open up through that whole side. And slowly release. Okay, well done. Let's bring our knees under. Walk ourselves back onto our toes. Take a breath in here. And as you breathe out, heels down. Lift that tailbone up, straighten your knees, and give them a little walk out. And then slowly roll up. Okay, well done. I hope you enjoyed that little workout, and see you next time. Okay, bye.